Now, as the dust settles on the NATO summit, the US president has returned to electioneering.
But in Barack Obama's hometown of Chicago, what do young African Americans think of America's first black president as he campaigns for that second term? North America correspondent Jane Cowan sampled some opinion.
The president cops criticism for not doing enough to address disadvantage in the African American community. This is the University of Chicago, where Barack Obama taught law and where many of the students do come from disadvantaged backgrounds. But here on campus, the president is a popular guy.
Well, I personally think he's a great president, and especially the things that he's done for the African-American community being in Chicago. I would say he's provided a positive role model within the Hyde Park neighborhood and also on the south side of Chicago, because we typically have role models that are basketball players, athletes, rappers, and not one who's actually delved into the realm of politics or higher education.
I think he's been a great president. I think he's done as much as he can do in the time that he's been given. So I think he's doing a great job. I would actually love to see, more done for, our communities. I think there is a lot of work that needs to be done, but I wouldn't say that it's just a presidential thing. There's government right here, politicians that could be doing a lot more in the city of Chicago.
How likely are you to vote for him again?
Absolutely. I would definitely vote for Barack again.
I think it's a testament to how well he ran his campaign in 2008 that he was able to motivate so many people. And like me, I wasn't a voting age at the time, but I was completely in his camp the entire time. And I think being more aware, I suppose, of the political climate, of the things that he said he would do, of the things that he hasn't done, both as a result of that congressional gridlock or of him just simply reneging on his own promises, I guess that leads to somewhat of a disillusionment, but I guess that's just par for the course in politics.
Where has he let you down? Are they things that relate specifically to the African American community or just generally?
Well, I'm Haitian American. My parents were both Haitian immigrants. They both came to this country, so I kind of say that I don't typically identify with the African American experience. I didn't really see him as the black president who's going to do good things for black people. But I did kind of see him as a transformational figure in more of a broader sense. An example I continue to think of is that on his first day, I remember posting this on Facebook. His first day, he signed an executive order to close Guantanamo Bay within his first term, and yet we've seen more renditions, we've seen more clamping down on civil liberties, we've seen more unauthorized drone strikes, things like that have concerned me somewhat.
What do you think the best thing he's done for the African American constituency is?
I actually just think, and this is kind of, I guess, maybe a little idealistic, but just giving us belief and hope. And it's, I guess, from other races' standpoint, and they don't understand it as much, but a lot of it is kind of like seeing, somebody who's, similar to you and kind of has a similar background. And I also know that he's half white and everything, but his background, how he grew up, is very similar to a lot of our situations, and specifically mine. And I come from a lower class background of African Americans. He's still done a lot for the country and for our race, and he's represented us very well.
Jane Cowan speaking to some young black Americans in Barack Obama's hometown of Chicago. Very interesting. Barack Obama took about 90% of the black vote in 2008. Polls are showing that has slipped somewhat, so and based on those comments, he may have some work to do.